outside and do a video, a little different setting, and just a disappointing product that we're talking about today, for quite a few reasons, and have a little bit up close stuff on this one. And so what we're going to talk about today is the QZI mod from QZI Mods. Here we go. So, to start, I got on the list for this back in, I don't know, late December, early January. List going through on Facebook, a guy named Eagle Talent. Real nice guy. But I jumped on the list, and about a month later, I got a message, and he was asking, if I was going to go ahead and pay for my spot on the list. And so I figured it had already been like a month, or even up to a month and a half, and I don't know, I just assumed that they may have already had been in production or already made a few of them, was just waiting to engrave them, because I did opt in for the engraving. And so I asked him how much, and he said it was $143. And so I sent $143, and then I sent him a message, and I said, when do you think it'll come in? And by the way, please excuse the background noise. I actually live close to a road, and so there is going to be a little background noise. Wait on this one. Alright. So I sent him the message after I'd paid for it, and I said, when do you think it'll be here? And he said, sometime in March. And so I was a little irritated at that point, because I just assumed it would have been a little quicker, but I guess it's my fault for not asking before paying about how long it'd be, because it had already been 5 or 6 weeks, and now we're looking at another 6 or 7 weeks for delivery. But that's just how lists work. So it just showed up one day out of the blue, middle of the month, about 6 or 7 weeks after I paid for it, and I opened it up, and this was in the box. It's the first thing I pulled out. Then I got to looking at it. It had my name engraved in it. Had my name engraved in it, really nice. JC West there, QZI Mod. And I thought to myself, that's a pretty good looking 18500 mod. Now I knew I'd ordered the 18350 and the 18650, but I ordered the 18500 engraved, so I just assumed that. No, I ordered the 18350 engraved, so I just assumed that they engraved the wrong one. Then I went to looking in the packaging. Focus. And I realized this was the 18500. I mean the 18350. Thinking it was the 18500. Let me give you a little reference. That is an 18350 GP PAPS tube next to the 18350 QZI mod. I thought to myself, something is not right about this. I mean, this thing is an inch longer than any other 18350 I have ever owned. Something is just not right about this. And so I went to take the button out. We'll do all of our up close now in one lick here. I went to take the button out. And this monstrosity is what was in that tube. Let's take the top cap off. If you just look at the tube, the button is half the length of the tube. You want to talk about wasting space. This is the most shameful situation of wasted space I have ever seen in a mechanical mod. The hardware itself adds an inch to the overall diameter, the overall length. And this tube, this 18350 tube for the QZI, is literally longer than any single 18500 mods tube I have ever owned. Caravella, Chi-Yu, PAPS, anything. This 18350 tube is longer than any single 18500 mechanical mod I have ever owned. Then we go to the 18500 tube. The 18500 tube is longer than any 18650 mechanical mod, again, that I have ever owned. Now, if it doesn't bother you to tote around a lightsaber, the thing hits very well. The power transfer, or the voltage drop is pretty minor. It's got all brass contacts, so it does have that going for it. But I wish somebody would please explain to me why the hell somebody would take, who has the ability to engineer a really nice mechanical mod, and put this piece of shit switch in it. It's absolutely embarrassing. I just found out on Facebook that they've already redesigned the switch, they've already redesigned the top cap, and again, here we are, prototypers. I really want to blow a gasket, because I've done spent $143 on this. I've got my name engraved in it, so, you know, it really wouldn't be practical to try to sell it, I guess, now, unless, I don't know, somebody wanted to buy a mod with my name on it. I couldn't imagine that. So, here I am, as a prototyper, and they're redesigning it. I thought that the reviewers and the community as a whole was pretty clear last year that we didn't want to be prototypers anymore. But what did QZI do? They took a picture of this really good looking mod. They started up a list. And I think it was downright deceiving how big this damn thing is. Very angry. But it's not the end of the world. If you guys happen to own a GP PAPS, which I do, take this piece of shit that I just want to throw it so bad. But you can put the GP PAPS button on it. And then you can turn the QZI 18350 tube into an 18500 with a GP PAPS button. It actually does go a step further. That actually doesn't work perfectly because the tube is longer than the 18500. This 18350 tube being longer than the 18500 PAPS tube, or a countervail button would work as well. There is a jerry-rigged thing you have to do. You would need to take a dime. You would wrap the outside of that dime with electrical tape. You would set it on top of your battery, then put your top cap on to make the connection. And then you would have a pretty decent looking 18500 mod out of this 18350 tube. So right out of the box, you would throw the switch away. Then you would get a dime, and you would complete the connection with this tube that's even too long for an 18500. But there's another thing that you could do. You could take a synthesis, which this is a brushed one, but now they're coming. The revision 2 are now coming in polished, and turn it into an 18500 synthesis mod with the engraving and all that good jazz. So you could do that too. I find it ultimately disappointing that I bought this mod thinking that it would be just a good, as you would expect it, mechanical mod. That's an inch longer than anything else on the market. So pissed off. So, just talked to, that Eagle Talon fellow there on Facebook, and, he's, pimping out the new list on Facebook on Mod Trader. And everybody's asking about the device. Tell us something about it. Tell us about it. What's going on with it? What's it look like, Apparently, the new one isn't this long. But, I need to show you how the switch works, too. Apparently the new one isn't this long, because us prototypers complained and got fucked out of our money. So, if you remember how the cube worked, it works kind of similar to the cube. You take this thing, screws out. You gotta push it, and to get this is the throw, which is oh my god long, to make the connection. So that's the throw. You got to roll it out about a little further than that. Roll it out about that far to complete the connection. As far as I know, the new switch it doesn't shorten that throw. Well, apparently the new switch just is a little shorter. So I don't know if I'll buy another one to review it, but as it stands now, the QZI mod is a what the fuck were they thinking? That's what I got. Now, Vape Bash. We're leaving Thursday to go to Vape Bash. We'll get there probably 4 or 5 o'clock. To the hotel there. We're staying at that hotel, and I don't know. Let's all get together, about 8 o'clock down in the lobby and have a little before the meet. I'm thinking have a lot of fun, hang out a little bit before it gets all ridiculous and crazy. I don't know. Maybe a few of us get together and go have a little dinner or something. And looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun weekend. Looking forward to seeing Zen, and he's going to have the new Pachella there. I'm going to try to grab one of those for my wife. I'm hoping to see some other new stuff there. And we'll see how it goes. So this is Jamie, JCOS, YouTube and Facebook. That's what I got. Be strong, vape on. See you again next time.